start when I start.
Your internet issues has nothing to do with IT.
But it's information technology, right? It's information technology, and the internet is information. Wow.
But it's their internet. How am I gonna fix their internet?
Your IT. That's you gotta tell them how.
It's not Gazinger's internet.
What the fuck? Why does it say 7? What?
You're not understanding.
Disconnected, like everyone that's connected, it says is disconnected.
Because obviously 6-7.
I'm looking at the thing, why are people... Okay, I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna, like, turn off the server quick.
But
Server
6-7.
has shut down. Eliminate the application. Alright. Shut down the server. I'm gonna restart the server. Maybe that'll, because it says everyone that joined had disconnected, so I don't know why it was saying 7. People were on it. Now I gotta find where in my system folders that is. It's documents, Android Horizon, server launch.bat. There we go. There we go. Now it shows 0, which seems actually accurate. We still have to get in touch with Baz Rivaldi. I don't think I've seen his quests available at all yet. With my beautiful ship, it's primarily orange sails, some reds and yellows on the wood. Silvano de Farino has words to say to me. Captain, good to see you again. How's the market treating you? Well, I hope. What can old Sil do for you? Join? Haven't I already joined? I've already joined. Hold on. What? Huh? I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I'd already joined it. Exchange. Yeah, I have. Oh, well, I mean, I want to be the exchange anyway, but I also want to. I want to unlock. I don't know. More stuff that we would like to be able to sell to higher level towns. Growth absent. So again, just okay, yeah, I guess that's all that you can do with him at a certain point. Okay. I gotta progress through various storylines to do stuff. I wanna unlock all the different ships that you can unlock. Ass higher. What's going on here? Nothing in particular. One day left on a trade embargo. Meow. Shit. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Ba-da-bum. Quests. No. Interest. Oh, town supplies. Those are good. Let's do that. Ah. Getting close enough to... Ah, there we go. Cool, we got some town supplies. Sell it here. Any other quests? Oh, establish a new town. That's always useful. Can I do both of them? Yeah, alright. Couple locations up along the way. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Great goody goodness. Good golly gee willikers. Alright. Another town. Honestly, have no idea what the point of having multiple towns even is. Besides the ability to name something in any fucking location, I guess. Build a lighthouse. Sure. What do you think of that? Alright, we'll do an escort mission just for the sake of going somewhere else. Fuck that blank. Experience. Ooh, bunch of experience. Oh, a thing. I want that thing. Oh my gosh, it's black paint. It's effectively black paint. Goodness gracious. Quest escort. Let's go. I wish there was a little bit more music. Like, the music is pretty fitting. Ah, there we go. Finally, it switched to a different track, basically. I guess. I like this track. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, here we go. Alright, Roger Wales, what do you got for me? Young man stands before you with a friendly smile on his cherubic face. Captain, may I have a word? Ah? Wait. Don't know what happened to you. What? Didn't I do this quest on this profile? Because we had, somebody come in and said... For this one. I thought I had already done this quest because I have this quest. That's right, this quest is for fucking Valiant as well. This is why I need to find Baz Rivaldi. God damn it. Anyway. I swear I already did this quest on this fucking world. So this happened a few months ago. I was low drunk in the local tavern, celebrating returning whole after a successful hunt of one of Rowdy's lieutenants when I was approached by a man. Rowdy? Oh, he's a local Free Navy captain who fancies himself king. Anyway, about this man in the bar. I thought he was one of our crew at first. Seemed to know a lot about what happened, all our names. I assumed he was one of us, you know? I didn't think... didn't think what? Didn't think he was gonna actually kill him. Back up, kill who? The captain. Not making a lot of sense. Face flash fire, it appears even more embarrassing before. Right, sorry. We'll start over. Continue. So I was drunk. May have been talking about the captain. Not all nice things. He had a bit of a mean streak in him, you know? He'd just yell at us, berate us for simple mistakes, that sort of stuff. Just the other day, I saw him punch Yorchi right in the face during an argument. Knocked him out cold. Didn't he say this was months ago that this happened? Now he's saying it was just the other day? Anyway, my mates and I were drinking, just blowing off steam, you know? We talked about what happened, and I just sort of mentioned that Summer really ought to teach him a lesson. We do all the work, take all the risks, and meanwhile he gets all the credit and treats us like crap. It's just not fair, you know? When I say I know, this guy from the table next to us leans over, sort of just joins the conversation, you know? Here, and all that. So it was great, we had a good time. This new guy just keeps buying us drinks, champ pop, right? Not sure how much time has passed, I was pretty out of it. I just remember my mates all calling it a night after reaching their limit. It was just myself and the new guy left. He kept buying drinks, so who was I to refuse, you know? So somehow the conversation shifted back to our captain again, I guess. Because I remember getting really worked up over how unfair everything was, and the other guy kind of had to calm me down. He didn't offer me a deal. Pain wince flashes across his face. He said that I would be a much better captain, and that it would be his honor to make things right, as he put it. He said he will take care of it all, and all I would owe him is a favor. I just stupidly agreed. I don't think I was even processing what he was saying at that point. It's all quite fuzzy. Anyway, I thought nothing of it. Honestly, I forgot about it the next day. I had a huge hangover, was due to ship out again the day after, so I still had a lot I wanted to. I never saw that guy again until a few days later when we were out at sea. Apparently the captain has heard a rumor about another one of Rowdy's buccaneers terrorizing local traders not far from where we were, so we sailed off to check it out. Only as it turned out, it was all a trap. We didn't just find one pirate, we found three. We were outgunned and outmatched. We all thought we were doomed when the pirates boarded us, but they just went straight for the captain while holding the rest of us with swords to our necks. Pauses to collect himself again. That's when I noticed. The captain that boarded our ship, he was the same man that I met at the bar. He was looking straight at me when he killed our captain. He said it was strictly business, something between him and the captain. The rest of us were free to go. He then said, still staring right at me, that we owed him for sparing our lives. I knew what he really meant, though. Anyway, true to their word, the pirates just up and left, just like that. It took us hours to patch up the damage the best we could before we could set sail and then back to the nearest dry dock for proper repairs. First mate became our acting captain, and we spent a fortnight waiting around, meeting with various Valiant representatives. They grilled all of us about that encounter again and again. Only I again chickened out and didn't mention the encounter at the bar because I thought, what's the point, right? I'm not the captain, there's no deal, not really anyway. Well, as it turned out, our first mate quit, which made me next in line to be the captain, something no one bothered to tell me until we were ready to set sail again. was a nice ceremony, I think. The news and the implications freaked me out. I was like a seal staring at the fog lamp of an incoming ship. Aware, but not really, you know? Well, yeah, I'm sure you can guess what happened next. The Free Navy captain, who goes by the moniker Jackal, by the way, approached me shortly after to remind me of our deal and the implications of what would happen if I was to be found out. Now I have to do things for him. On the kicker, the previous captain had the same deal with him, only he grew a conscience or something, tried backing out of it. And this was the result. I don't know what to do, Captain. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be indebted to a pirate, especially due to something I agreed to while inebriated. You know, I only see one option before me, but I can't do it alone. Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening. He pauses and looks at you in shock before deciding to take it as a joke. Not funny, Captain, but I'm guessing you're saying that because you know what I'm about to ask. You have to hunt him down. We? Well, yes. I can't do it alone. I can't get someone I know involved. I need the help of an outsider, such as yourself. I know when and where he wants to meet me. It's a simple trap, see? I just need you to help me, please. You mentioned payment? I'll pay, of course. I've saved up quite a bit over the past years, and it's all yours if you help me clear this man. I just need this chance to set things right. Yeah, sure, why not? Pure look of relief washes over his face. Thank you. Let me tell you the details where I'm supposed to meet him. Alright. Why did this pop up? Well, whatever. Sonia Rivaldi. Okay, we're about to finally actually start this quest line too. Okay. As you get ready to depart your ship, a woman walking towards you grabs your attention. She has a striking presence with dark hair and piercing eyes. Her demeanor is friendly and approachable, a charming smile on her lips as she walks up to you. Captain Vision, isn't it? I've heard quite a bit about you. She extends her hand in greeting, her smile warm and inviting. Yeesh? I'm Sonia Rivaldi. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've been hoping to run into you. She steps a bit closer, her expression friendly and open. I have a bit of a favor to ask, if you don't mind. You see, there are some rivals of mine who've been spreading falsehoods about my leadership. I need someone who's neutral, like yourself, to help set the record straight. Her eyes sparkle with a hint of mischief as she leans in slightly, her tone conspiratorial. What I need is for you to spread some rumors. It doesn't have to even be in this little region either. Other provinces will be suitable as well. Nothing too outlandish, just a little nudge to let people know the truth. That I'm a competent leader, not to be trifled with. And perhaps a few whispers about my rival's incompetence wouldn't hurt either. She tilts her head, her smile never faltering, as if this is just a simple favor between new friends. What do you say, Captain? A small task, but one that could help maintain balance and order. And of course, I'd be very grateful for your assistance. What do you need? Quite simple, really. I need you to visit other provinces in your travels, and when you find yourself chatting with some locals, simply work the tales of my rival's incompetence into your conversation somehow. And if you also happen to praise me in turn as a more fitting alternative for governorship, well, that would be much appreciated. She offers a small map with a few locations marked for you as suggestions, along with a list of key talking points. She then looks at you with a sincere expression, her tone becoming more personal. I trust you can handle this discreetly and effectively, Captain. Will you help me with this? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, thank you, Captain. I knew I could count on you. Okay. Remember, discretion is key. We don't want this tracing back to us. Once you've spread the word, come back to me and we'll discuss the next steps. Good luck, Captain, and thank you again. This will make a significant difference. Alright, see. Oh, what's going on? Abe. Oh, we needed to talk to Abe to continue the Sojourn quest as well, huh? Alright. You make your way to Abe's quarters and enter to find Lani and Abe engaged in an animated discussion over the open tome on Abe's desk. Lani looks up as you enter, her face lighting up with excitement. Captain, you made it. Come in, we've made some progress. Abe turns to you, his intense, appraising look accompanied by a welcoming smile. He has shoulder-length brown hair with strands of silver, piercing dark eyes, and a goatee. There's an obvious aura of command about him, and his deep, baritone voice commands attention when he speaks. You must be Captain Vision. Lani has told me a lot about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Gestures towards the tome, several pages now legible thanks to Abe's carefully handling and translation efforts. This tome is fascinating. It's written in an ancient language that I've encountered a few times before. We've managed to translate some sections, and it appears to contain references to lockboxes and their creators. Lanny nods enthusiastically, her eyes shining with excitement. We've discovered that these lockbox craftsmen were highly respected because they were also historians. The writing on the boxes wasn't just decoration, it was the entire history of the items stored inside. These lockboxes were used to store items belonging to famous people. For example, one such lockbox contained a scepter held by an entire lineage of kings. The box was continuously modified through its lifetime, appending the history of the item, which also included the history of the person that owned it. Abe looks at you, his expression serious but intrigued. And the best part is that we're only beginning to scratch the surface here. These boxes are a veritable treasure trove of historical information. The writing on such lockboxes is a detailed record of the items they held and the individuals who possessed those items. It's like having a personal historian inscribe the history directly onto the artifact. Lanny chimes in, her enthusiasm evident. Imagine what we could learn from them. Each lockbox could reveal secrets about the past, giving us insights into ancient civilizations, their leaders, and their treasures. Continue. Abe gestures toward the open tome on his desk, his tone becoming more animated. We will continue our research so that we might uncover more such treasures, both tangible and intellectual. The key is to decipher this tome fully and locate more of these lockboxes. Lanny nods at Abe and smiles at you knowingly. This is where you come in, Captain. How so? There are a number of sites around the world where such lockboxes have been found before. Just do what you do best, Captain. Sail the world and explore. If you happen to encounter something interesting while fishing or diving, simply bring it back here. Sooner or later, we will stumble upon something that will lead us to an even more significant discovery. What are you two doing? Lonnie and I will continue to work on deciphering the tome and cross-referencing it with other historical records. The more information we have, the better chance we have of understanding the writing. Abe gives you an encouraging nod. Good luck, Captain. We're counting on you. Alright then. Yeah, it's the one blame game thing. Alright. Okay, we gotta go defeat the Jackal. We gotta do blame game. And we gotta somehow find Baz Rivaldi still. Yikes. Just blew my nose a bit after that dialogue. A little phlegm worked up, I guess. Trying not to sneeze into anything. Waiting your order, take a closer look. What is up with the sound effects? Why are the sounds like way too quiet? What? Why are we hearing like none of the noises? The Jackal, the Unchained. I don't know. Roger's young face beams with a huge smile. I'm free, thank you, Captain. I'm forever in your debt. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. See ya. Alright, lame game. We gotta talk to more people. How are there... Whatever. Wait, this is just where I came from. I'm not gonna be able to do anything here. Go to Ass Hire. I just love the name of Ass Hire too much. Wow. I should buy this. Let's see. How does that look as a background thing? Not quite sure about that. I also don't know what the hell's going on with the... Oh, that's because of the lightning strike thing. I guess that just... That's weird. I don't like that aspect of it anyway, either. It puts with the design, the colors a bit. Sure about this. So that looks pretty nice, but let's see what happens if we do this. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. Which is really weird, isn't it? Do like the gradient that kind of gives. Again, why aren't there more, like, sail patterns that have birds? Given that, you know, you have Sojourn, which has, like, a dove or whatever. I don't understand how I haven't found anything that looks like a bird yet as a pattern. Alright. Continue to hold on to these, I guess. This one's like a greenish. Get rid of that. Get rid of that one as well. Fuck it. Holy cow, I can't even sell this basic bitch item for a reasonable price. I'm gonna sell it anyway. Just to get rid of it. Ooh, this is really nice looking orange. Is there anything I want to replace with this particular orange? Ooh. I kind of like that yellow. Ooh, that's a better orange for that, I think. Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's for the ropes, right? But this one's slightly darker, I think. And do we want brighter orange rather than like the brownish? Excuse me. Goodness gracious. It's a tough choice. God damn it. Keep that brown. These are pretty similar. I don't strongly prefer one over the other. That one makes those brighter. That one's darker. I don't know which I want. Brighter or darker? Ooh, the brighter one. I don't like this. This looks pretty green. I think the pinks just don't match with the theme I'm going for. Here, we'll sell those. Lighthouse. Okay. Do. Establish a new drone. Distress signal. Those are both. What is that? It looked like the man in the moon or whatever on the small image. Alright, I would like to maybe do one of these, but we'll, this one we'll do. But first we'll establish a new town. And, we can hit up the other location again. It's not one of my... Oh, nice. Messiah. Oh, nice. Sonia's already waiting for you. Her expression one of satisfaction and anticipation. She walks over with a confident stride and a small knowing smile playing on her lips. Captain, welcome back. I've already heard the good news. She nods appreciatively, her eyes gleaming with approval. The rumors have spread beautifully, and the response has been just as I hoped. My rivals are scrambling, and my reputation has been bolstered significantly. She takes a step closer, her tone becoming more personal. You've done an excellent job, Captain. I knew I could count on you. This is just the beginning of what we can accomplish together. She looks at you with genuine gratitude, her usual guarded demeanor softening slightly. Is there anything you need from me in return for your help? No. Okay, bye. An intense-looking man steps forward to greet you. Captain Vision, we need to talk. About what? Looks around, ensuring no one else can overhear your conversation. Sonia. What about her? Listen, I know you did a favor for her recently. Don't ask how I know, it's not important. What's important is that you understand whom you're dealing with. You probably think she's just some damsel in distress that was simply in need of your assistance. She isn't. She's like a spider. She'll pull you into her web, slowly, patiently, one task at a time. It'll start off innocently enough with her at first. Gentle word here, nudge there, but don't be naive. It's all an illusion with her. Nothing is as simple as she makes you believe. If you keep assisting her, you will soon find yourself deeply implicated in more than a couple insidious plots with grave political implications. The only way out will be to do as she asks, no questions asked. I'm her brother. I've known her all my life. She's brilliant, give her that, but she doesn't care about you or anyone else but herself. When she's done with you, she will burn you, Captain, and you will find yourself alone, without friends, and with a spectacularly large target on your back. Just thought you should know. Glances around nervously and turns to leave. Tell any more about her? He shakes his head at you. No, I've said enough. Good fortune to you, Captain. See ya. Okay. Alright, let's get on over to that other town for the local patrol thing. And then we can do the distress signal to get some supplies to establish, or to upgrade some town or another. Lovely. Going against the wind. Always fun. That's funny. I establish a brand new town and I just start spreading rumors. Oh, hey guys, we're setting up this town here. You heard about Sonia? Oh yeah, she's pretty cool. Oh yeah, ain't she? I do like that positioning for the fence post. Alright, and then we have Sonia. Captain Vision, welcome back. You seem troubled. Is everything alright? Her eyes search your face, trying to gauge what brought you back so soon. So I've met your brother Daniel. Her expression changed subtly, her eyes narrowing slightly. I see. Daniel and I, we have a complicated relationship. What did he have to say? Her tone is calm, but with an undertone of wariness, as if she's had this conversation before and more than once. Said that you're dangerous, I shouldn't trust you. Her eyes narrow slightly. Daniel has always had strong opinions about me. The past is complicated, and there are things he holds against me that cloud his judgment. I won't deny that I can be dangerous when necessary. My methods are not always conventional, and I've made enemies because of that. But everything I do is with a purpose. I've never harmed anyone who didn't deserve it. She steps closer, her eyes locking onto yours with a piercing gaze. I understand if you have doubts, Captain. This is not something I take lightly. But know this, I value those who stand by me, and I don't toss people aside lightly. My actions speak for themselves, and I hope you'll judge me based on your own experiences, not just Daniel's words. She pauses, giving you a moment to process her words. If you have any questions or concerns, ask me directly. I have nothing to hide from you. Do you? Why does your own brother hate you? She winces slightly. Our past is complicated. Daniel and I have different views on how to handle certain situations. That has led to a lot of conflict between us. She looks away for a moment as if gathering her thoughts before meeting your gaze again with a steely determination. There was an incident years ago. I made a decision that Daniel couldn't understand. He saw it as a betrayal, while I saw it as necessary. Since then, he's never forgiven me, and it has driven a wedge between us. Daniel thinks I'm dangerous because I'm willing to do what others aren't, but I've always done what I believed was right, even if it meant making difficult choices. I won't ask you to take sides, Captain. I only ask that you judge me based on your own experiences, and not just on what you've heard. Look closely at Sonia's face, trying to read her emotions. Her expression is composed, but you can see hints of deeper feelings in her eyes. There's a mix of pain, frustration, and determination. Her guarded demeanor softens slightly as she meets your gaze, revealing a fleeting glimpse of vulnerability. She takes a deep breath, her eyes holding yours. I know it's difficult to understand, Captain. There's a lot of history and emotion involved. Want to talk about it? I'll listen, and I won't judge. Her eyes widen slightly at your offer, clearly surprised. She doesn't respond for a few moments, considering your words carefully. It's not something I talk about often, but perhaps you're right. Maybe it would help to share my side of the story. She gestures to a nearby bench, indicating for you to sit with her. When seated, she takes a moment to gather her thoughts, her eyes focused on the ground before she begins. Years ago, Daniel, Baz, and I were involved in a job that went wrong. We were all young, thought we could handle anything. During the chaos, a guard cornered one of us. I acted on instinct to protect my family and ended up severely injuring the guard. Her voice trembles slightly, but she continues, her gaze steady. Daniel saw it as an unnecessary act of violence. He couldn't understand why I did it. To him, it was a betrayal of everything we stood for. Our jobs had never involved hurting anyone before that. He couldn't forgive me for what I did, and it created a rift between us. Baz, he tried to stay neutral, but even he found it difficult to reconcile my actions. Since then, our family has never been the same. She looks at you, her eyes searching yours for understanding. Seems fancy. I really don't know what that's the pirate speak. I don't know what that's standing in for. Seems fancy. You were just protecting your family. Seems as though you were just protecting your family. I like trying to interpret them rather than saying it. Seems fancy. You were just protecting your family. I don't even know. What was that accent? Anyway. Her eyes soften out your words. She takes a deep breath, her shoulders relaxing slightly. I was hoping you'd understand. Huh? Thank you. Okay. What? It just said the same thing twice in a row. She offers a small, sincere smile, her guarded demeanor momentarily lifting. There's a little too much of that. Like, I feel like they put in one of these like little narrations for every single one of these like dialogue trees in just a way that's unnecessary sometimes. Like sometimes you could just continue with what they're saying. Like you don't have to give a little narration about her expression every single time. That's my
Blackma 5 Browbligma 5 Browbligma 5 Browbligma 5 Browbligma 5 Browbligma 5 Brow.
Lig your brow? What? If you have any other questions or need to know more, feel free to ask. Have you tried patching things up with your brother? A brief chuckle escapes her lips and she shakes her head. I've tried, Captain, but Daniel, he's stubborn. He sees things in black and white. My actions back then were something he couldn't reconcile. See, she's holding something for me, and I know because I've gotten a little bit further into this quest line when I played on my own. I've reached out to him a few times, but he's not willing to listen. Maybe one day he'll come around, but for now, we're at an impasse. I can't force him to see things my way. All I can do is continue to do what I believe is right, and hope that eventually he'll understand. How long has it been since that job? She pauses, considering the question. About 10 years. A lot has changed since then, but the memories and impact of that night are still very much present. He's held a grudge for 10 years? That seems excessive. Her expression tightens slightly, a mixture of frustration and sadness flickering in her eyes. She takes a deep breath before responding, her tone measured. Yes, it does seem excessive, doesn't it? But Daniel is unyielding when it comes to certain things. He felt deeply betrayed by my actions that night, and he hasn't been able to let go of that. She meets your gaze with a resolute expression. Thank you for telling me what expression she has now. Thanks. I don't have the imagination to maybe come up with an expression myself as I'm reading her dialogue. Family ties should be stronger than grudges, but sometimes the hurt runs too deep. I made peace with the fact that he may never forgive me, even if it's difficult to accept. Perhaps I could talk to him for you. Her eyes widen, she takes a deep breath, considering the suggestion. That's a generous offer, appreciate it. If you think you can reach him, I won't stop you, but be prepared. Be prepared! Daniel is stubborn and deeply hurt, may not be willing to listen. I'm very frustrated at what she's hiding from me still. I'm sorry, I'm like spoiling things slightly, but I'm very frustrated by what she's hiding from me still. Kind of. I mean, it makes sense that she's still hiding it from me, but like when we're talking about me going to talk to Daniel, we'll get to it. Wish you luck, Captain. Farewell. So, yeah, what brings you back? Oh, no. Okay. talk to her about the consulate. Okay. Distress signal. We can go to do that. And we also have to talk to the other Rivaldi at some point. Dav. I forget all their names. Locate and defend Timdon. Alright, let's go here. Do this. Let's go. Boosh. Oh, didn't blow it up. There, that one blew it up. Way to go, team. Oh, you think you're gonna hide in fog? Think again, bitch. Boosh. 23. We'll deal with that after. I didn't realize I had another skill point as well. Boosh, pew pew pew, boosh boosh, poof poof, pew pew pew. Nice, and we got some town supplies. Cool. And that's that for that mission. Awesome. So we got town supplies that we can sell. Get a progress province a little bit. Let's go to my region, Bird's Eye Abyss. Level up one of the towns here. Ooh, collected 1,000 taxes. Nice. Oh, there we go. Doesn't have enough to give a fair offer. Well, it's to upgrade the town anyway, so more important to work on that. Also, they want that? Sure, why not? We'll sell it. Alright, any other quests? Sense to do? Not really. Pirate Hunt. It's a weird looking pattern. I don't care for it. Defensive Perspiration. We'll do that. In a suitable place for another defense tower. Build it over here. No. Yeah? Not there. Why not? Oh, of course, we just get time for both of those. That's great. Okay. Alright. We gotta do some of these dives and... Ooh. What the fuck is that? Doesn't look like a bird either. Like, you would think that like some sort of phoenix image would be somewhere eventually, right? I don't think I care for either of those images. This looks kind of cool. really don't know what that image is getting at, but it looks cool. I guess I'll hold on to that one. This one maybe would be good as background pattern. I don't know about that though. I'm gonna sell this one. I don't care. Oh. Alright, quests. What do we got? Oh, attacked by pirates on this province. Oh, let's do it. Okay. Five-minute mark, then they'll... He stopped. Damn it. Sea looks clear, Captain. Well, this mission was kind of dumb. Else can go finish capturing it. You know what? I want to cut a path through here anyway. we seriously have to, like, kill this many fucking pirates? How are my allies so fucking useless that they couldn't fucking keep this island? Well, anyway, I can... I think I actually just genuinely blew myself up that just then. Alright. Secured this area. We done now? Cool. Really don't want to lose mobility. Deleted. Up there. In the future, we can put defenses over here. I don't know if this counts as exploring for the needs of the Sojourn questline. Oh shit. Look at these guys upgrade. How do things just upgrade? Yeah, I kind of don't understand that. Wow. So pretty. Pretty in pink. It might be the case that we have to just kind of sail around until we find Biz Rivaldi and his ship somewhere. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Go this way. Did I say Biz Baz? Do 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 do. Amazing. Fucking incredible. Corliss? I don't recognize that. Oh, that's up here. Ooh, buried treasure. What? Why is this not doing anything? There it is. Nice. Cool. I'm gonna do these to progress in the quest eventually, right? Gross. Both of those are gross colors. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Grr. Purple die. Nyar. Yar. Hunt for treasure. Where be the booty? No. Wait, what? Oh, it's over there. Wow. Maybe we'll hang on to that dark purple. I always liked a dark purple. Plenty of time to get out with the loot. And shield. I don't like the loss of luck, but the haste is nice. That's only -1 haste. I mean, I guess the luck is maybe nice, but I don't know. I mean, we are staying above 100% on haul. I just don't care about luck that much compared to hull. I'd rather have the hull than the luck. I can sell that shield, I don't care for it. Eve. And 1,000,000 crowns. So we're on the other side. It's either we're on the other side or it's all the way down there. No, it's just on the other side here. Sell that. I don't care. Leave. Figures. Neat. Yarr. I suspect that maybe what I have to do is dive or fish in areas that aren't inhabited. Maybe? No, it shouldn't necessarily... Arguably, it shouldn't necessarily matter. Because you can establish towns like anywhere, right? So who's to say that a town doesn't just so happen to be established on somewhere that there's artifacts? Do. All this trash. Won't do that. Fuck it. Oh, that's straight, just plain white. Interesting. Yeesh. Settle a new province. Yeah, sure, why not? Forgetting to put that other stuff into my vault. whatever. Look at, I don't know how many provinces we can settle. Sure. Okay. Alright. Daniel Rivaldi. Oh wait. Daniel sighs and shakes his head in disappointment on seeing you approach. Vision. About your sister. Daniel's scowl deepens. He shifts his weight slightly, clearly bracing himself for the conversation. What about her? I've already told you she's dangerous. He pauses, his dark gray eyes locking onto yours with a mix of frustration and curiosity. What did she tell you this time? More lies to pull you into her web? Why do you hate her so much? His expression hardens further, and he takes a deep breath, struggling to maintain his composure. Hate is a strong word. What she did, it changed everything. He takes a deep breath, struggling to maintain his composure. Many years ago, after one particular incident, the family fell apart. She crossed a line, and her actions, they were unforgivable. He pauses, his voice trembling slightly as he continues. She did something that made it impossible for us to stay together. She was ruthless and cold. It cost us everything. What did she do? During one of our jobs, Sonia made a decision that crossed a line. We had rules, chief among them, never hurt anyone. But she maimed a guard, left him for dead. Our jobs have always been clean. That night, everything changed. He looks away for a moment, the pain of the memory evident in his eyes. After the job, we were all shaken. We decided to lay low and split up, avoid getting caught. None of us wanted to be near Sonia anyway, especially Lizzie. Who's Lizzie? He takes a deep breath, composing himself before speaking. Lizzie was our younger sister. She was only 15 at the time of the job. Unlike the rest of us, she never wanted to be part of criminal life. She was a good person. She was the best of us. Lizzie was so deeply affected by what happened that night. It broke her. She wanted out. She even suggested turning ourselves in to atone for her crimes. When we regrouped after laying low for a few days, Lizzie was missing. Sonia claimed she took care of the problem. Knowing our sister, Baz and I knew what that meant. That's what finally drove us apart. He looks back at you with fury in his eyes. That's why I can't forgive Sonia. She destroyed our family, and I can't let that go. She never mentioned her sister. His eyes narrow slightly, his expression a mix of bitterness and frustration. Of course she didn't. Mentioning Lizzie would mean admitting to what she did. That's not something Sonia would ever do. She's good at hiding the truth, twisting it to suit her needs. Sonia is dangerous because she knows how to manipulate people. She'll tell you only what she wants you to know, keeping the rest hidden. That's how she controls the narrative. Lizzie was the heart of our family. She wanted us to be better, to atone for our mistakes. Sonia saw her as a threat to our way of life. Did what she thought was necessary. Careful, Captain. Sonia is not who she appears to be. Don't let her deceive you like she did us. Appreciate the warning. He nods, his expression still guarded, but with a hint of relief that you've taken his words seriously. Just be careful, Captain. Sonia can be very convincing. Keep your wits about you and don't let her pull you into her schemes. Farewell. So yeah, Sonia didn't even mention her freaking sister. And Daniel's explanation makes sense that, like, oh, if she mentions the sister, like, why, what? That would mean just admitting to the fact that she took care of her own sister to protect the rest of the family, I guess, because the sister was talking about turning themselves in. So now we're gonna catch up. Now we're gonna catch up to where I was at once we're finished with this discussion. We'll be caught up to where I got to before, and I can talk about that more. As you approach, you see Sonia overseeing some work with her crew. She noticed you and steps away from her tasks, walking over to meet you with a curious expression. Captain, welcome back. How did things go with Daniel? You never told me you had a sister. Her eyes widen slightly and her expression becomes more guarded. She takes a deep breath before responding, her tone measured. I see Daniel mentioned Lizzie. She pauses, her gaze steady as she meets your eyes. Yes, I have a sister. Lizzie, she was the youngest of us, and the events that night changed everything for her. There's a hint of sadness in her eyes. Lizzie was always different from the rest of us. She had a strong moral compass and wanted out of the criminal life. She was deeply affected by what happened during the job. She looks away for a moment to gather her thoughts. After that night, she wanted to leave, to find a better life for herself. I helped her get away and start anew. But Daniel, he misunderstood. He thought I had her killed to protect us. Her expression hardened slightly, a mix of frustration and regret. I didn't tell you about her because it's a painful part of our past and because I wanted to protect her new life. Now you know. So she's alive. Sonia hesitates for a moment, her eyes reflecting her caution as she decides to confide in you. She is. She takes a deep breath, her expression softening again, I guess. After the job, she was distraught and wanted out of the criminal life. She needed a fresh start, away from all of this. I helped her get away, gave her a new identity, and ensured she could build a life of her own. Alright. Her voice is hushed for a moment. Life away from all of us. Reminds me of yours. I did it to protect her. To give her a chance at the life she always deserved. But Daniel misunderstood and thought I had her killed to protect us. It's a misunderstanding that has caused a lot of pain. Why didn't you ever tell this to Daniel? Her expression turns pained, her eyes reflecting the weight of her decision. I wanted to, believe me, but I thought it was best to keep Lizzie's new life a secret. The less people that knew, the safer she would be. Daniel, he wouldn't have understood. He was so angry, so hurt by what had happened that night. I feared he might do something reckless if he knew where she was. She looks away for a moment before meeting her gaze and goes, okay. It was a difficult decision, but I believed it was the right one to protect Lizzie. I didn't want her to be dragged back into our world. I didn't want to risk her safety. Okay. Perhaps I should have trusted Daniel more, given him the chance to understand. But at the time, I thought I was doing what was best for everyone, and later, well, you tried talking to him before. Yes. I did try to reach out to Daniel a few years after the job, wanted to explain the truth to him, but by then he was no longer willing to listen. He had shut me out completely, and any attempt to bridge the gap only seemed to make things worse. You've met him, you spoke with him, you know the truth. He loathes me. That's difficult. Sorry to hear that. She smiles with clear appreciation. It is, but thank you. I can explain everything to him. Her eyes widen slightly, she looks at you apprehensively. That's a generous offer, but how do you plan to make them believe? Well, he believes Lizzie is dead, right? This is the most reasonable. I don't care for either of these two options. Although these might just... It might just lead up to this one anyway. I can be very persuasive. Fuck it. She frowns. Sorry. So can I. I'm sorry, but that won't work. Sure. Okay, I'll talk real slow. She blinks at you, uncertain if that was a jest or you're actually being serious. Uh-huh. Alright, so he believes Lizzie is dead, right? She nods at you, unsure of what you're getting at. He does? So, what if we let him meet Lizzie in person? Her eyes widen slightly, and she looks thoughtful as she considers your suggestion. That could work, but I am concerned about Lizzie. She has built a life for herself, she has her own family. If we do this, it would have to be her choice, not ours. It takes a moment to think. I'll reach out to Lizzie and see if she would be open to the idea. I can't promise anything, but if she will be willing, we can talk about arranging a private meeting. I appreciate your suggestion, Captain. Please give me a few days to set everything in motion before you do anything else. As you wish. Farewell. She nods politely before walking away without ever looking back. So, freaking... She didn't tell us about Lizzie. Even though, like, that was absolutely the crux of the issue, more so than the killing of the guard. Like, you would think that Daniel would be able to see past, you know, killing a guard. Like, eventually. Like, you would think that, yeah, he absolutely would have, probably forgiven her after a few years, but instead, like, but she didn't even mention Lizzie at all when you talked to her the first time, and she's like, oh yeah, no, he just hates me because I killed a guard once, and she like, and like even if you press her, she doesn't even like address Lizzie. And then you go to Daniel and ask about it, and he's like, yeah. And then she killed Lizzie. Like, what, bruh? Oh, no wonder you're having issues with one another. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Also, you can look at your how do you look at that? Your status with each of the your reputation with each of the factions will also show you your story journal. Roger's story, Suitor's folly. Like, I just... Ugh. It's so frustrating. Like, I swear, it's just so frustrating. Like, why didn't she mention her sister the first time around? After you press her for more information about why he hates her so much. Like, it's so unreasonable that it's just about... Ooh, that's... Ooh, I like... Ooh. Praise the sun. I like that. Maybe that'll be a background image. Maybe. I don't know, I like the lightning strike as well. If I can get like a actual like image of a bird, like a phoenix, well, yeah, that's the other thing, is that like it needs to have my colors. Like all these like fire things, like they have the colors that I want. But like, I mean, maybe what I'll be able to do is, if I absolutely have to in order to have an image of a bird, like I can have something that's like green like this or whatever. Like if they give me like an image of a parrot and it's like, you know, like a green parrot instead of one with red and oranges and whatnot, I could use it as the background image and then use these to recolor it, and then not even have a foreground image, kind of like that. Because as it is, this the foreground image is kind of important as giving me some of the colors that I like. Alright, so let's see. I've got a bunch of different titles now. Captain, Aspirant, Mediator, Arbiter, Wayfarer, Explorer, Voyager, Peddler, Trader, Merchant. I like Mediator. That's kind of a cool title. Where's my I'm a little confused. Where's my like reputation? There it is. Alright, and you can open these and like, I thought if you hovered over, yeah, there it is. You can get a little like tidbit about each of the characters, of the main characters, I guess. Wow, Rowdy trusts me even though I've been like destroying his shit as much as possible, basically. Alright, so let's see. Rivaldi. So the Rivaldi family had a rather public split several years ago, with everyone choosing to pursue different careers in life. Sonia's patience and persuasiveness made her a natural fit for the consulate. So there's Sonia. Baz is here in the exchange, and I still need to meet him yet. Choose to pursue different... Bazon, or Baz, as he is more commonly known by, chose to pursue the riches by signing up with the exchange. And apparently, somebody in Valiant, I forget who, Marseille, someone, suspects Baz of being more of a smuggler which makes sense because that's apparently, you know, they were kind of a criminal group, as it turns out. And then Sojourn, I actually suspect that Lanny might be Lizzie. Lizzie made a name for herself years back by amassing a sizable pile of crowns salvaged from long-missing shipwrecks. With her younger sister, Rin. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. With her younger sister, Rin, on the rise through the ranks of the Sojourn, Lanny has seemingly taken a step back from the spotlight over the past year. Although there are rumors that this is due to something odd salvaged from one of her more recent dives. Okay. Rin. Gosh, they look very similar to one another, don't they? Rin's sharp analytical mind, they're sisters, obviously, so whatever. Sharp analytical mind has allowed her to determine the location of several important shipwrecks using nothing but obscure historical records at the mere age of 16. Although still young, she has already made a reputation for herself among the ranks of the Sojourn as a steadfast explorer and the go-to person for all things lost. Okay, so Rin is the younger sister. Sylvester Gar, Ricardo. I don't know. I guess I thought it would make sense that maybe, maybe Sojourn would be the one that the last of the, Rivaldis had joined. Because we got... Because they wouldn't join Valiant, because Valiant is probably the group that the Guard had belonged to. Because the Valiant are like, proudest, arguably strongest seafaring organization in the world. Originally formed by a group of merchants that were harassed by pirates, Valiant have never strayed far from their pirate hunting roots. Pirate hunters. So, like, it was probably... They were probably being chased by Valiant for whatever job they had pulled. Ships sporting the Valiant pennant can most commonly be found hunting down bounties, searching for dangerous pirates, or simply escorting merchants from one port to the next. Being victorious in combat against pirates will always reward some Valiant reputation. Yeah, so you easily gain reputation with Valiant because of that. And then I kind of want to... I want to work on getting my rank with Exchanged full so that... Or actually, no, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it kind of does. Wow. Because I want to use the Exchange as my... Hold on. Fucker. I want the Exchange to be my official faction while I hold the benefits of the consulate. The Arbiter effect. Alright, anyway, so as I talked about all that crap, I probably have spent enough time for this. Find Sanya overseeing some work with her crew, but she knows you and steps away to speak with you. Captain Vision, good to see you. She offers a small, sincere smile. I've spoken with Lizzie. She was understandably shocked and apprehensive, but she agreed to the meeting. She wants to see Daniel and clear up the misunderstanding. We've arranged a secure and private location for the meeting. Made sure it will be safe for Lizzie. Just hope Daniel is willing to listen and say the truth. How are you feeling about all this? She pauses, her expression reflecting a mix of emotions. She takes a deep breath before responding with hesitation in her voice. I'm hopeful, but anxious. This is a chance to mend a rift that's been causing pain for years. But it's also a delicate situation. I'll stare her in the eyes. Sure, why not? You look closely into Sonia's eyes, trying to understand the depth of her emotions. Her unusually guarded demeanor reveals more than she might realize. You see a mix of hope, anxiety, and a flicker of vulnerability. The weight of the upcoming meeting with Daniel and Lizzie is clearly pressing on her. She meets her gaze, and for a moment, her tough exterior softens. There's a silent plea for understanding and support in her eyes, showing just how much this means to her, and how much she needs this to work out. Her voice is quieter, more personal. Thank you for being here. It's not easy for me, but having you involved makes it a little less daunting. It'll be fine. Her eyes soften further, a small genuine smile touching her lips. She reaches out, gently squeezes your hand, her gratitude evident in her expression. Thanks. She takes a breath, her resolve strengthening, she releases your hand. It's time to make this right. I'll inform Daniel about the meeting location and time. You can meet us there, and please don't be late. The meeting is in 2 days. Alright, she heads away with obvious determination. See ya. So now we gotta wait another 2 minutes to get that. Okay. Establish a town while we're waiting. There we go. I mean, this takes less than 2 minutes. I am curious to see where the storyline leads. we're in the point where I'm finally experiencing this fresh with Ollie. I still have to contact Baz somehow. I still don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to do that. I don't care. We're in what region are we in? Well, yeah, this isn't a region that I've named. I don't care. Okay. I want established. I do also want to just, well, I want to get progress in all the, factions anyway, as well, just in general. I want to, I think I want to progress in all the factions so that I can, for one thing, I want to be able to do all the, story missions and whatnot. And then also, I assume that getting max ranking in all the factions is an achievement as well. And for another thing, it probably leads to some of the highest levels of ships to be high level in the factions. So it's probably part of how you unlock the higher levels of ships, I assume. There's actually one ship that I can still get, that I just have to get a region to the right level to be able to buy. I think it's like the Galleon, maybe. Frigate, because I'm currently, this is the Brigantine, right? Yeah. Frigate is what I need to unlock next. What is... whatever. Nice. Oh, I still never spent some points anyway. Quality materials. Fire damage, crit chance. Crit multiplier, penetration. I don't know. Tainted totem. Let's get that. I like lingering effects. That sounds pretty good too. It's probably all like balances out in relative terms. Who even is Bella? I don't remember. I wanted to look at Brad. Firebrand of a captain sailing under the Valiant Pennant. Not much is known about her, but rumors suggest that there's some shadow in her past that she can't quite escape. Oh, that's probably her. That's probably Lizzie. Actually, like, Lizzie wanted to turn themselves in, but maybe Lizzie actually joined the Valiant. I thought maybe Lizzie wouldn't join the Valiant, but actually, like, that's probably her right there. Firebrand of a captain sailing under a Valiant Pennant. Not much known about her. There's some shadow in her past that she can't quite escape. That's probably her. Probably. I guess we'll see. Alright, has it been enough time yet? 2 minutes still. I don't know. Place the tower. Sure, we'll do that. Probably just put it across here. Lovely. really don't want to lose the diplomacy, but I would like to eventually get my overall rating up. Fishing? No. Alright. We'll deal with that. Alright, Sonia. As you approach the warehouse, you see Sonia pacing nervously just outside. Her eyes dart around anxiously and she seems lost in her thoughts. When she notices you, she stops pacing and takes a deep breath, trying to compose herself. Vision, you're here. She attempts to smile, but it doesn't quite reach her eyes. Her voice is steady, but there's an underlying tension. Pay close attention. Okay. She gestures towards the warehouse behind her. Daniel is already inside, waiting. Or are you outside? She hesitates a moment, but her composed facade momentarily faltering as she gathers her thoughts. I thought it best to stay out here until Lizzie arrives. Let's go inside. She nods and leads the way inside, her steps deliberate and measured. As you enter, you see Daniel already inside, his dark gray eyes watching you both warily. The atmosphere is tense, the weight of unresolved emotions hanging heavily in the air. Sonia takes a moment to compose herself before speaking, her voice steady but tense. Daniel? Lizzie should be here soon. I'm curious what his reaction is. Take a moment to examine Daniel. His rugged appearance and stern expression are immediately noticeable. This music is not suitable for the moment. This music is not fitting for the moment. Oh, anyway. His rugged appearance and stern expression are immediately noticeable. His dark gray eyes are intense, filled with a mix of suspicion and lingering pain. As he stands there, you notice a simple string necklace with a small lizard skull around his neck. The necklace seems out of place on his otherwise intimidating figure. His posture is tense, his eyes flicking between you and Sonia. He's clearly on edge, prepared for a confrontation, but also holding a sliver of hope that this meeting might bring some resolution. Now it's Sonia. What's the... You know, they put so much effort into these descriptions. Might as well give them a shot. Sonia glances at you briefly, drawing strength from your presence, then turns her attention back to Daniel, trying to maintain her calm exterior. Her body language is closed off, though there's a subtle, almost imperceptible feeling of longing for comfort in her eyes. Stand there and wait. The pirates speak. I love the pirate speak option so much. There was no way to play this game without the pirate speak options enabled. If anyone there's people in the reviews complaining about the story, I think, or like the dialogue and the stuff, or like the fact that you have to do the story in order to make some progress in certain ways. Like, I feel like those people fail to realize that you can turn on to the pirate speak option. It's too funny. We'll give her some comfort, I guess. Place a hand on Sonia's shoulder in an attempt to reassure her. She tenses slightly, but doesn't pull away. Her eyes briefly meet yours, showing a flicker of gratitude, nods at you reassuring. Much for her own benefit as yours. Alright, we stand there and wait. 10 minutes later, the door to the warehouse creaks open and a young woman with an obvious family resemblance to Sonia and Daniel appears inside. She has the same dark hair and a lightly tanned skin as her siblings, though her demeanor is missing the high-strung intensity of the other two. Her eyes scan the room, taking in the sight of Sonia, Daniel, and you. Lizzie takes a deep breath and steps inside, her expression a mix of fear and determination. Hi, everyone. You turn your attention to Daniel, closely observing his reaction as Lizzie steps into the room. At first, his dark gray eyes widen in shock, his expression frozen as he processes the sight of his sister alive and well. His usual scowl softens, and a mix of disbelief and relief washes over his face. He seems unable to move, his gaze locked on Lizzie as if he can't quite believe she's real. The hardened exterior he usually maintains begins to crack, revealing the depth of his emotions. Lizzie. The room remains silent, the weight of the moment hanging heavily in the air as Daniel continues to stare at Lizzie, struggling to reconcile the years of pain and misunderstanding with the reality before him. I'm not part of, like, I just helped set this up, I guess. I barely even helped to set it up. I just instigated it, I guess. I don't know why I'm even here, honestly, but just watch. The tense silence stretches out for a few moments longer as everyone processes the gravity of the situation. Sonia remains rigid, her eyes flicking between Daniel and Lizzie, while Daniel's expression is a mix of shock and disbelief as he continues to stare at Lizzie. Finally, Daniel breaks the silence, his voice rough and trembling with emotion. Lizzie, you're alive. Lizzie takes a tentative step forward, her eyes filled with tears as she nods. Yes, Danny, I'm fine. Sonia helped me get away to start a new life. His hardened exterior begins to crack as he processes this revelation. He takes a deep breath, his eyes never leaving Lizzie's face. I thought she... He glances at Sonia, his expression a mix of confusion and lingering suspicion. Sonia's voice is steady but quiet. I did what I thought was best to protect her. I couldn't tell you then. You wouldn't have understood. His eyes well up with tears, and he takes another step towards Lizzie, his voice breaking. I'm so sorry. Lizzie hesitates, her hand gripping her necklace tightly. She takes a deep breath, her eyes meeting Daniel's with a mix of fear and determination. Danny? I'm only here because Sonia asked me to help patch things up between you two. I have a new life now, a family. I can't risk them getting involved in our old ways. I want to help you both move forward, but my new life has to stay separate from all of this. I hope you can understand that. Daniel looks taken aback, the weight of Lizzie's words sinking in. He nods slowly, a mix of regret and understanding in his eyes. I understand. I'm glad to know you're safe and happy. That's all I ever wanted for you. The tension in the room dissipating, you can take a moment to assess the situation. Let's start with Sonia. Let's see what she's feeling. You turn your attention to Sonia, observing her closely in this tense moment. Her usual calm and controlled demeanor is present, but you notice subtle signs of the stress she's under. Her dark brown hair is pulled back in a neat bun, her brown hair. I guess this is a very artistic interpretation of brown. Brown. Didn't it? Wait, wasn't her eyes described as gray before? Like, am I only just now realizing, like, how much of this was done with fucking ChatGPT or some bullshit? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Didn't it describe her eyes as being gray before? I mean, I know for sure it described Daniel's eyes as being gray. I thought it also described Sonia's as being gray. Oh. I'm I'm if that's the case, I'm upset. Like they probably went through and edited it mostly, and like it looks fine for the most part. Oh my gosh, that's very frustrating if that's true. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not freaking AI. I'm gonna look at the Steam store page. They have an AI disclosure on the store page. Steam has an AI disclosure on the store page. Play the demo first. Has most of the stuff. Yeah, no, there's no specific AI mentioned. So supposedly it doesn't use AI. But I don't know. Anyway, maybe I misread something at some point. Alright, her brown eyes are sharp and calculating, though they occasionally flicker with a hint of vulnerability. Despite her attempts to appear unfazed, the weight of the situation is clearly taking a toll on her. She keeps glancing at Lizzie and Daniel, her eyes betraying a deep guarded concern for both of them. Her hands are clasped tightly together, a small gesture that hints at the inner turmoil she's experiencing, underlying her fragility and memory. She's trying to hold everything together, but the emotional stakes are high, and it's clear that this reunion is as challenging for her as it is for her siblings. Daniel's posture is tense, but there's a visible softening as he gazes at Lizzie. His eyes reflect a mix of shock, relief, and lingering pain. Years of misunderstanding and resentment seems to be weighing heavily on him, but there's also a glimmer of hope in his gaze as he takes in the sight of his sister alive and well. Lizzie's clothing is modest but well kept, suggesting a life that, while simple, is stable and comfortable. Her demeanor is hesitant, and you can see the struggle in her eyes as she balances the desire to help her siblings reconcile with the need to protect her new life and family. Despite the tension, there's a quiet strength in Lizzie's gaze, a resilience that has seen her through the difficulties of her past and helped her build a new future. Her presence here is a clear testament to her inner strength and determination to keep moving forward no matter the challenges. Perhaps we should give Daniel and Lizzie some time to catch up. Sonia nods slightly, understanding her intention. She steps back, giving Lizzie and Daniel space. You're right. They need some time alone. She turns to Lizzie and Daniel, her voice calm but firm. We'll give you some privacy. Take all the time you need. Daniel, let's talk later when you're ready. Daniel nods at Sonia, his eyes no longer full of hostility as he looks at her. We will. You and Sonia step out of the warehouse, leaving the siblings to their reunion. Outside, the tension seems to ease a bit. Sonia takes a deep breath, her eyes closing for a moment as she tries to steady herself. Thank you. I think this went well. She gives a weary smile. You look closely into Sonia's eyes, trying to understand her feelings. Despite her composed exterior, her eyes reveal a mix of emotions. Deep-seated anxiety, fear, glimmer of hope. It assumes that you're only reading like one of these extra things, not all of them. I think is part of the issue. Struggling to maintain her usual demeanor. Eyes also reflect a sense of gratitude, vulnerability. Her voice is quieter, more sincere. I don't know how I would have handled this without you. Bet I could. Glances at the warehouse momentarily, then looks towards her ship. I suppose we should get going. Daniel and Lizzie have a lot to catch up on, and there is no sense for us to stand on. She smiles, gives you a short polite bow before returning walking away. Fair winds to you, Captain. See you. Alright. Well, that was fun. I guess we can talk to her in another couple minutes. To maybe conclude the story. Who knows? Alright. In the meantime, we have... What can we do? Distress signal... Local defense... What am I weakest on in terms of reputation? Free Navy. Let's do one of those missions. The Free Navy. Still haven't encountered freaking Baz. Alright, trying to fight. I don't know how you get to, or what you need to do to start raids. I think that's, I mean, it's advertised as a endgame thing. Raids. Pirate King Brenberhen. Brenberhen is way up in the... right there, looks like. How many talent points? Oh my gosh. Wow. Clear. little concerned about the writing. I think maybe like I said, I think maybe it's more the case that they just they assumed that most people wouldn't read most of it. They added a little extra. They only wrote a little bit of like extra narration and dialogue, and then just kind of repeated it, assuming that people would only like go with the extra dialogue once or twice, maybe, on any given interaction, and then it just, they didn't consider like somebody reading through almost all of it and just how repetitive it ends up being when you do that. I'm giving a lot of benefit of the doubt here, I feel like, but I don't know. Maybe it's deserved, maybe it's not. Who knows? Concerned, where's Pirate King Renber been? Where the fuck is the Pirate King? I gotta take care of that. Eventually, we gotta find the Pirate King, right? Oof. That was a bunch of volleys right at me directly. I'll go here, I think. Maybe I didn't want to go there. Oh my gosh, now there's the third, now the fucking Pirate King shows himself. Whee! I wanted to be in that fight. I don't think I can, right now. Not, can't go through there here. Oh jeez. I don't think I can quite handle this. It's a bit much to try to handle alone over there. This ain't good. Oof. Oh gosh, Bremberhen is able to repair themselves as well. God damn it. really want to be amongst my allies and form some heals. Yeah, no, I can't get any allies. There's just a billion fucking pirates. There's just a billion pirates. There's no allies anywhere. Yeah, no. We really got to take care of Brenberhen. Let's go. Oh, it's him. Alright, we gotta get in with my allies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, well, okay. Jesus cunting fuck bullshit Christ. What the shit? Are you fucking shitting my anus? What the fuck was that? I was just fucking trapped on an ally. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Brenberhen is escaping! Oh my god, you guys suck. Jesus Christ. Where the fuck did all my allies go? God, I'm surrounded. Fucking hate it. What the shit was that? What was that? What? Come on, what even was that? Whatever, we sunk him. This is fucking Christ, what the shit? What just fucking insta-killed me out of nowhere? Out of literally nowhere. Fucking bullshit. That ally is dead. Okay. Nice. Nice going, team. Okay. Another one here. Alright, so we got some new stuff. Like sales. Speed -7. The diplomacy. We need that. Damn. Capture this. Since nobody else will, I guess. Honestly, I don't care about fully capturing it. I just want to get it neutral away from the pirates. Now those guys are capturing it, so that's good. So now they don't even have any place to respawn, which at this rate almost doesn't matter because they were down to their last reinforcement anyway, so whatever. Use some support here. Let's go. Freaking 2 million damage dealt. 1,500,000 more than the next highest, which was an enemy. Oh my gosh. And then it's still broken on how much damage repaired. Oh my gosh. And I had 39 freaking kills. Yeah. Kinda did everything. I need a different style of sail than that. How about this one? Yeah, that. That. For now. Hello? What? There it is. Oh, this place is able to buy my stuff for a fair price. Let's see. Finally sell all this crap. 33. You know, that's not that much less than what it's worth. To be able to sell it all would be kind of nice. That's some good shit right there. Look at that, 2 million gold. Probably worthwhile to hold on to it until now. Look, you got a freaking panther. Where's a bird? You got the kitty cat. Where's the tweet tweet? You got the meow meow. Where's the chirp chirp? Rip. I'm gonna hold on to it just for the sake of being like, look at this shit. Alright, we'll buy some town supplies. Those are always good. Especially with how cheap they are from these events. Do 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 do. Ooh, hemp sale. Minus diplomacy. No, fuck that. Okay, let's see if this is better than what we've currently got. Can afford to take a chance. Oof. Less diplomacy. But it is a higher ranking sale. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go with it. Holy shit, what the fuck? 96,000 for this? What the fuck? It's like a full third of the price bag for something that's a lower ranking. Alright, I think that's good. Let's get out of here. Chickens Ma. Nice. Boosh. Oopsies, I don't know why I thought I wanted to go this way, and I wanted to go over here. We're gonna head to one of the other towns actually and sell the other one. There you go. Turns out, Lizzie doesn't sail at all, I guess. Oh, I think fuck. I kind of want to see if there's anything else to that storyline with Sonia. So, like, I have to find somewhere where I can talk to Sonia. I don't know which one has Sonia I can meet with. Basher Jarov. Basher appears to be berating one of his crew when you approach. Haven't forgotten your last screw-up. You have some nerve showing up here, kid. I ought to run you through. Turns and points towards you. See this woman? She knows how to get things done. You don't, so stop wasting my time. As the crew member scurries away, Basher nods at you and greets him. Captain, got a job for you. What job? One of my ships went missing not far from here. I want it back. Points at a specific location on the map, lying in front of him. Find the ship, or what's left of it, then tow it back here to get paid. Simple. Any questions? Sure. Good. Don't screw it up. Farewell. Is this the, self-proclaimed king? He used to be the first mate of a famous free Navy captain that has met his end a few years ago under rather suspicious circumstances. Basher took over his ship, his crew, and his reputation shortly after. Gotcha. Not the self-proclaimed king fella, but... And this is not exactly the job I wanted to do. I actually just wanted to talk to Sonia one last time before finishing up for the night. But I guess we'll do this instead, because fuck me, yes. What? Annoying. Let's see, while I'm in the area, I probably should do some like fishing and scavenging to see if we find that the next thing for the exploration sojourn quest line. I assume I just gotta find a quest item of some sort. And nothing. Can we thread the needle here? There we go. Nice. Hey, we did it. Hey, oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, look at this. Watertight lockbox. Obviously ancient, intricately decorated lockbox appears nearly to be perfectly preserved and watertight. This is exactly what Abe and Lani would be interested in examining. Good shit. Oh. I knew that was a good idea to do a hunt in one of these random regions. Oi! Let's get out of here. Are you serious? It had to put me opposite side of the fucking map. And downwind. Motherfuckers. Bruh, this is your ship that you wanted. I wish I could just talk to him. Like, you're right here. Fucking, here's your fucking ship that you wanted. Maybe this will automatically pop up if somebody joins the server anyway. Looks like I'm the only one that's on my own server. Ooh, Will. Is that a smile on Basher's face? Well done, Captain. Your payment, as promised. What kind of ship is it? He raises an eyebrow at you. Zivek. Custom design. Like it? It's unusual. Chuckles at that. You don't say. Elle cooked up the design for it years ago, and I finally managed to build it for her. It's a shame it got so banged up. Before you can ask any more questions, one of Basher's crew members waves to get his attention as he approached with haste. Oi, Captain! Ah, Captain, she got banged up pretty badly. Seems like she was in a fight for her life, if she was. Her hull has a good dozen holes in it. My lads and I were surprised she's still afloat. The sails are torn to shreds, too. If I was to guess, she was adrift for at least a week. I would also guess that whatever inflicted the damage is likely at the bottom of the sea, or I doubt we would have been able to recover her. Basher is silent for a few moments, processing the report. He turns towards you. Captain, I have a proposition for you. Are you interested in obtaining a Zebek of your own? Johan? I can get you a copy of the blueprints, find a dry dock that would be large enough to build it, sail it, fight with it. If anything needs improving, let me know. Deal? Deal? He gives you a rare approving nod and signals to one of his crew members nearby. See to it. The crew member nods and hurries off to fulfill the request. Basher turns back to you and nods with approval. Good sailing, Captain. Very well. Wait, so did that... Does that mean I have Zebek as a option of a ship I could buy? Free navies take on the brig. So brigantine is what I had before. It's got more hull than the standard brig did. Less offense, same support, same armor, faster speed, less turning, less cargo. Sacrifices some cargo space and firepower to improve maneuverability. Comes with a reinforced bow for doubling the ramming damage. Not quite what I want, but interesting nonetheless. Let's see. Oh, Abe. As you approach, you find Abe and Lani deep in discussion over various ancient texts. Lani looks up, and her eyes light up as she sees you. Captain, welcome back. What have you found? Abe turns to you, his intense gaze focusing on the lockbox you carry. He stands, his commanding presence filling the room. That lockbox looks intriguing and intact. Don't tell me it's waterproof. It appears to be. Both Abe's and Lani's eyes go wide at that, and they share a surprised glance at each other. You didn't open it, did you? Fucking... I had to... fucking... Nah, I wanted to have everyone together. Abe nods approvingly, his deep voice resonating with appreciation. Wise decision, Captain. Let's examine it carefully. Abe carefully inspects the lockbox, noting the intricate designs and the craftsmanship. With meticulous care, he begins the process of opening the lockbox, using tools to ensure the lock and hinges aren't damaged. After several tense moments, the lockbox clicks open, revealing a perfectly preserved book inside. Ooh, that's exactly the type of thing they'd be excited by. Lani's eyes light up with excitement as she gently lifts the book out. This is incredible. It looks like an engineer's logbook. The condition is remarkable. Abe leans in, his eyes scanning the pages. The text? It contains detailed alchemical formulas. Curious. He looks up at you, his expression a mix of amazement and gratitude. Captain, this is an extraordinary find. The knowledge contained within this book could be invaluable. Thank you for bringing it to us intact. Lani nods enthusiastically, her eyes shining with excitement. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for. With this book, we can learn so much more about their technology and practices. Abe smiles, a rare expression of genuine appreciation on his face. Your efforts have paid off tremendously, Captain. Let's delve into this and see what other secrets it holds. Blah, 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 blah. Step closer to the table, leaning in to examine the book along Abe and Lani. The logbook is remarkably well preserved, considering its age and time spent underwater. The cover is made of a sturdy, water-resistant material, intricately designed with symbols and patterns that match those on the lockbox. The contents of the book appear to be mostly filled with handwritten text, mixed with a variety of diagrams and chemical formulas. All of it is beyond your comprehension. Abe, what do you got? Abe thoughtfully examines the open pages. He points to a section of the text which is written in an ancient language you don't recognize. Some of it, but look at these formulas. They're so detailed. These diagrams, they seem to detail various alchemical processes. They've said that 3 times now. This one here describes how to make fire burn with a blue hue. This knowledge has been lost for centuries. Chemistry hasn't changed since the book was written. Simply can't. If we can map the elements to what we know today, we can craft this. I noticed several other diagrams, including what appears to be a design for a complex mechanical device and a map with unfamiliar landmarks. This is incredible. The level of detail is astounding. Reluctantly, Abe closes the book gently, looking at you with a determined expression. Captain, your discovery has opened a new chapter in our research. With this book, we have the potential to unlock knowledge that has been lost for centuries. Let's get to work and see what secrets we can uncover. Thank you again, Captain. We won't keep you, as I'm sure you're busy, and we all have a lot of work to do here. You're welcome to stop by in a few days to see what we've uncovered. Alright, see ya. Ahan Barani. Do 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 do. Ahan is mainly known for 2 things: his gruff personality and his brutal efficiency. Ahan usually takes on the most dangerous assignments involving slim odds of survival, but whether it is I assume it's supposed to be whether it is out of the desire to challenge himself or out of simple boredom. No one knows for sure. Don't raise suspicion. How do you even do that in the first place? What do we got here? Fine day, in it. Special delivery. Weren't followed. Nice. Oh gosh. So proclaimed free king. Vicious, former pirate captain. Short-tempered, cruel, treats his underlings with next to no respect. Somehow managed to avoid me an unfortunate accident at sea, at least for now. Let's see about that, huh? Is this thing where I leave the province to find this guy? Low. Wait. Is that it? Wow. I still haven't made contact with Baz. Just yet to see him anywhere. Made some progress on some of our towns, I guess. I'm respected now in Sojourn. Vanna Visconti wants to talk. Captain Vision, it's good to see you again. Your face is unreadable. One of our merchant ships has gone missing. I can use some assistance in tracking it down. With you being with the Sojourn, I expect it would fit right into your skill set. I can mark the ship's last known location, but you will still have to scout around until you find it. There have been rumors of pirates in the area, so you need have to be careful. She starts offering a map marked with the last known location, then halts. Unless you have your hands full right now. I can find it. She smiles and offers the map. Here you go, Captain, and thank you. I'd look myself, but I have my hands full. Plus, my expertise lies in diplomacy rather than search and rescue. Alright, see ya. Maybe I need to... Some wreckage up ahead. Should we take a closer look? Yeesh. Okay, so you need to, like... Do you need to, like, sail under each of the different banners at various times? Great. I think I need to go around this way. Do I need to be flying under the flag of the Free Pirates to get contacted by Baz? I don't necessarily want to fight the wind if I don't have to. On the other hand, I probably should have just turned around and went back the way I initially came from. Yeah, probably. I knew that would work, entering in from the south. Ah, Captain Fission. She winces, and her smile turns to a frown as she spots the heavily damaged ship behind you. She's seen better days, hasn't she? She sighs and turns back towards you. Thank you for bringing her back. For what it's worth, this is a pirate attack like we suspected. Crew's missing, cargo's gone. Most likely. Expression darkens. She expression darkens. You searched it, I assume? Well, no. She blinks at your response. You towed the ship, and you didn't even come aboard to give it a cursory look? I can do that? What? Player character. I'll just do it myself. Sure, go ahead. She moves past you and climbs aboard the damaged vessel. With grace and confidence, she disappears out of view for a few minutes. Just as you start considering going after her, she reemerges carrying something. She shows you a beautiful red scarf with a hole in it. Dagger was pinning this to the wall. It's a message. To who? To me, Captain. She looks tired. This was offered to me by someone I know. Or rather, someone I've had the displeasure of knowing. This was no mere pirate raid, Captain. This was personal. Her grip on the scarf tightens as she gives this to me. Tell me, Captain, what do you know of Rowdy Del Toro? The Free King. She chuckles in amusement. He certainly likes to think of himself as the king, doesn't he? No, he's no king. He is, however, a vindictive brute. He tried courting me once, the same way most men do, with gifts, praises. He saw me as another pretty trophy to add to his collection. I saw right through him. I sent this and all other gifts he gave me right back to him, explaining in no uncertain terms that I'm not that. He didn't like that. Listen, I'm not going to ask you to go against the likes of Rowdy, but I can use some help. I've actually done some research into him before. He's actually quite predictable, and for every perceived slight, he rewards the offending party twice over. It also happens that this ship was one of two that I've sent out on the same mission, just in case. It appears my caution was warranted. The other ship is still en route, but I fear that without someone's intervention, she too will fall prey to pirates. May I request your help once more? I can give you her route. Perhaps you can find it before it's too late. Sure. Thank you, Captain. Give you the details. Please save that ship. Alright. Look, man. It's bedtime. I wanted to get a certain story, but I've been getting into other stories. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. I gotta go to bed and stuff. So, that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you for hanging out and chilling. Hanging out with me, spending time. I'm gonna leave the server up again because fucking why not? We'll see what happens. Maybe somebody will progress some of the towns or something. Who knows? Kind of doubt it, but you know, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'll do when I'm like done with with this current world. Is like I'll go into other people's servers that are up and running and just like try to progress all their towns or something. I don't know. Could be fun to try to do. But anyways, we done now.